Narcissistic individuals believe they're entitled to have everything their own way and believe that everyone should just run around and serve them. They believe that they are special and they go all out to create a reality where they are superior to other people. They are arrogant enough to believe that they are always right, and they're incredibly envious of others and lack the empathy to care for how their negative, toxic behaviour affects those around them. Narcissistic individuals, due to these very traits in their personality, are very easily slighted. They're very easily offended. If you try and give them some constructive feedback that's beneficial to them, they take offence to this because they believe they already know everything. However, if they see you succeed at something, they will disguise negative criticism, put downs, as constructive feedback, claiming that they are just simply trying to help and support you, and they say it so convincingly. If you dare to say no to a narcissist, they get offended by this. They believe they're entitled to do as they please. However, they will happily say no and accuse you of asking for too much of them. Narcissistic individuals don't like being exposed for their behaviour. Now, most of us have done things that we're not particularly proud of. However, we learn from our mistakes and we don't repeat them. With a narcissistic individual, they just shift the blame onto everyone else and continue along the way with their destructive behaviour. Whenever you do any of these things, narcissistic individuals also kind of fear abandonment, which is where they seek to control others. So whenever they receive that narcissistic injury, where someone dares say no to them, or where they feel like you're slipping away from their grasp, they fear losing control over you, they often go all out to punish you. And there are several tactics that narcissistic individuals will use to punish those around them. Any you noticed, please do add into the comments. One tactic that a narcissistic individual will use to punish people is their silent treatment. And as we all know, that we can potentially all fall silent on somebody, usually because somebody has done something to hurt us. We question what we've done to hurt the narcissist. However, you're never going to get the answer, because what hurts you isn't what hurts a narcissistic individual as such. Narcissistic individuals feel hurt if you don't give them your undivided attention. They feel hurt if you succeed at something without them. So they seek to punish you. You can just simply arrange to go out with your friends and family, and they get offended by this because they don't want to share you, they own you. So they will fall silent on you. Narcissists will refuse to communicate with you. They will refuse to acknowledge you as a person. They will create that sense of isolation and confusion as a form of emotional punishment to coerce you into living life on their terms. So you get used to what you've done in the past. They reacted in this way, so you avoid hurting them in the future, not realising that they're gaining that control over you. Gaslighting. Narcissistic individuals, if you call them out on their behaviour, they're not going to take responsibility. They're going to shift the blame. They're going to claim that they never said that. If you try to express how they've made you feel, they're going to turn around and claim that you're being too sensitive or you're overreacting. And this isn't somebody just sort of expressing an opinion or having a joke that isn't particularly directed at someone and someone just decides to take offence to this. This is a narcissist who makes an offensive remark on purpose to put you down. And then when you try and express how it's made you feel, they accuse you of overreacting or being too sensitive or being unable to take a joke. Narcissists go all out to deny facts. They look to make their victims question their own sanity, question their own perceptions, question their own memory. They undermine the confidence and the sense of reality in their targets. And they will drive their targets crazy and accuse their targets of going crazy. And as their targets feel that way, their targets question themselves and not the narcissist's behaviour. Smear campaigns is another way that a narcissist will seek to punish you. They will go all out to ruin your reputation, to save their own, and to try and destroy you. They look to ruin your friendships, ruin your careers, ruin your hobbies, and cut you off from support. Narcissists often spread false rumours or exaggerate negative traits about you, or tell people that you've done to them the very things that the narcissist actually did to you. They're looking to ruin your reputation and turn others against you, and they're also looking to gain the sympathetic attention from those around them. Narcissists can go all out to withhold attention, affection and support. Now, when someone has been incredibly cruel to you, you can naturally withhold attention from that person. So when someone does it to you, you don't see their manipulation, you wonder what you've done to potentially offend them. And with a narcissist, because you didn't give them your undivided attention, because you dared to question their authority, they took offense to this and they're going to withhold that attention. Because you didn't jump every time they said how high. Narcissists will abruptly withhold showing any form of love or support or affection. They use that emotional withdrawal to manipulate your feelings and create that dependency on their approval. And when they believe that you are now paying them the attention, or you've now made it up to them, they will go all out to love bomb you and shower you with attention, so you believe that you were the problem. Narcissists also go all out to use that passive-aggressive behaviour. Instead of expressing their anger directly, instead of actually expressing open and honest feelings, instead of having that open dialogue, that open communication with you, they go all out to use sarcasm and subtle digs and backhanded compliments, leaving you feeling unsure of how to respond, because if you do respond to their sarcasm, they fall silent on you, they gaslight you and claim that they're only joking and you're being too sensitive, they pull away from you, they withhold attention because you dared to call them out on their sarcastic behaviour or their backhanded compliments. Narcissists will also go all out to triangulate you. They go all out to create that unhealthy competition, to unfairly compare you to others, to provoke jealousy within you. They will also go all out to isolate you by claiming that somebody said something about you that they never said. And when you respond, they go back to the other person and tell them what you've said about that other person, or vice versa. Narcissists love pitting people off against each other, that divide and conquer, because when people aren't talking, the narcissist has control over the narrative so that they can use people against each other, so that the narcissist can maintain control and distract from their own behaviour. Narcissists will also go all out to play the victim by portraying themselves as the wronged party. They deflect attention away from any of their toxic, harmful actions. They gain the sympathetic attention from those around them. It helps them smear your name and ruin your reputation, and they get to continue mistreating other people without facing any consequences for their actions. These tactics highlight the manipulative strategies that narcissistic individuals use to maintain power and control over their victims. If you recognise these behaviours in someone, it's always best to take things slow and get to know them for who they are and not who they sell themselves to be. And if it's a regular pattern of behaviour, it's time to create distance from this person safely, because narcissists don't take too kindly to abandonment or rejection, because they don't see themselves as the problem. To a narcissist, it's everybody else's fault. Everybody else is the problem and never themselves. Any tactics you notice a narcissistic individual use to go all out to punish you, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers, and your continued support with the channel is greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour, to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon, and these are Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal to empowerment and recovery, which is less about reading and more about writing to overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. And then there is the relatively new book, which is the hilarious and horrifying narcissistic memes and their meanings, which are the quotes and memes that I've shared over social media over the past 5 or 6 years, and the meanings on the other side. And then there is 15 rules to deal with narcissistic people, how to stay sane and break the chain. I do also have another book on how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. And then there's the Narcissist Handbook, the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, which is all about the criteria and their behaviours and the implications, the effects that it has on you. If anyone is interested in purchasing any of those, they are all available on Amazon. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.